Right then guys, how's it going and welcome back to your football predictions, the series where you guys go up against me to see who can get the most correct predictions for the upcoming weekend or week of football, because there is so much football at the minute. Those were my predictions throughout the week. I actually did alright for a change. I got 2 correct scores and I got 5 correct outcomes. My correct scores were the 2 draws, Burnley versus Wolves and Everton versus Aston Villa. And as always, you guys did better than me. We had a handful of people who also got 2 correct scores, but 3 people got 3 correct scores, and they were Toonami, Jake and Geordie. So again, more names that I recognise from the predictions all through the season. So thank you to you guys for commenting. Well done for winning this week's video. And remember, if you want to be shouted out in my next prediction video, which I think will be Thursday, ready for the final week of the Premier League, be sure to get your predictions down in the comments below. But we have a lot of predictions to go through today for games that are on later today and all the way through the week. So as much as I love to talk in these videos, I'm going to try, and I know I always say this, try not to talk too much, because I'm very good at talking too much, and I'm already doing it now. So let's get into the predictions. So we have games that are on today, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And as always, like I say, if you miss the games that are on today, you put in your comments in Sunday morning, that's fine. I will come back to this video every day to pick up the new comments. So even if you do miss Saturday, Sunday, but you get your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday predictions in, as I say, the winners of this week had 3 correct scores. So even if you're late, you've got every chance of winning. And we've got loads to get through because we have 2 semi-final FA Cup games, which we're going to start with. And then we'll do all the Premier League games as well. So the first FA Cup semi-final is on tonight, 7:45 BT Sport, and it's Arsenal versus Man City. Arsenal, to get to the FA Cup semi-final, beat Leeds, Bournemouth, Portsmouth and Sheffield United. Man City beat Port Vale, Fulham, Sheffield Wednesday and Newcastle. So Man City, I mean, they've not been too bad, have they, this season? They got second place. Yes, they've been a bit up and down at times, but recently beating teams 5-6-0 for fun. Arsenal would have been upset with their loss against Spurs in the Premier League, but also beat Liverpool through the week. So maybe that's given them a little bit of confidence. And as we know, Arsenal always do very well in the FA Cup. In terms of a prediction, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. It can go to extra time, it can go to penalties, so let me know if you think that might happen. But as I say, I'm just going to back Man City to win 2-1. Who knows? As I say, Arsenal, very good in the Cup, had a great win against Liverpool. Maybe they can do it against Man City. The other semi-final is tomorrow night. It's at 6 o'clock. It's on BBC. And it is Man U taking on Chelsea. So 2 very decent semi-finals. Man U to get there beat Wolves, Tranmere Rovers, Derby and Norwich. Chelsea beat Nottingham Forest, Hull, Liverpool and Leicester. So Chelsea have had a pretty tough run in so far. Both teams, I mean, in the Premier League, are battling it out as it is to try and grab that Champions League spot. Now they are battling it out to get a place in the final of the FA Cup. I don't know. Both of these games are really tough to predict. As I say, I've kept it simple with this one as well. I've gone Chelsea 1-0. Again, who knows what could happen. It wouldn't surprise me if either of these games went to extra time and penalties. I'd enjoy it if they did, because it will be a good watch, but I've given a prediction, I'll stick with it. Whether it's right or not, who knows. Moving on to the Premier League game. So there is one game on today. It's at 5:30. It's on Sky, and it's Norwich taking on Burnley. As we know, Norwich are now relegated from the Premier League. Burnley are sitting in 10th, mid-table. Had a bit of a last dash hope for potential Europa League football, but with Man City being allowed back in the Champions League, that's removed one of the spots that would have helped. And yeah, Burnley, mid-table finish, securely in the Premier League, unlike Norwich, who unfortunately will be playing the Championship next year. And to be honest, haven't been great. So I've backed Burnley to win with a 2-0 scoreline. Moving on to Sunday, tomorrow, 2 p.m. on BT Sport. We have got Bournemouth taking on Southampton. Bournemouth sitting in that relegation zone, 18th place, 3 points off Watford, and there is 2 games to go. So it's still possible, but beating Southampton would be, well, a huge step in the right direction. Southampton, however, have actually been playing really well. Danny Ings is scoring goals. They're currently sitting in 12th place. We're at 1 point in the relegation battle and have stormed out of it. There's 2 sides to this, because Southampton have been playing very well. Danny Ings has been scoring goals, but they don't really have that much to play for now, whereas Bournemouth need to win. So is that enough to put them over the line? Can they do it? I've not backed them. I've gone 1-0 Southampton, and I'd probably guess a Danny Ings goal as well. Next up, again on Sunday, but at 4 o'clock, and on Sky, we have got Spurs taking on Leicester. So this will be an interesting one, because we've got 2 teams here who definitely both need to keep going in the Premier League, because we've got Spurs in 7th, 1 point off 6th place, battling for their Europa League spot. And then we have Leicester sitting in 4th place, joint points with Man U in 5th, and I think 1 point off Chelsea in 3rd. So Spurs want Europa League, Leicester want Champions League. In a win for either of these two. To be honest, this is a tough one for both of these. Like Leicester, if they aren't winning this game, and Man U and Chelsea win their game, that is a big punch to take in that fight for the Champions League. And same with Spurs, if they don't win, teams around there, Sheffield United, are winning. I've gone 1-1. I'm just sat on the fence with that one. It's a huge game. It'll be very interesting to see. As I say, the win is to just keep up with what other teams are doing. A loss could be very bad for either of these 2 teams. Moving on to the Monday, 6 p.m. on Sky, we have got Newcastle taking on Brighton. So Newcastle 13th place, safe and sound, mid-table, Premier League next year. Job done. Brighton, similar situation. I was saying they were out of it, and then all of a sudden it just started creeping a little bit, and I think technically, mathematically, they're not safe yet. I think they're 6 points away from the relegation zone. I'm not sure what the goal difference is, but you're basically asking Aston Villa and Bournemouth to win both of the last 2 games, along with scoring a lot of goals. So it might not be mathematical, but who knows? It might happen, but I can't see Bournemouth and Aston Villa winning both of their last 2 games. So, Brighton would definitely want to pick up some points just to concrete secure it. And I've gone 0-0. Newcastle are struggling for defenders at the minute, so maybe that could be Brighton's chance to get in there. I think Newcastle are playing like we're on holiday as well. And as I say, Brighton would definitely like to take a point, at least, as I say, just to solidify that they will not... It's not going to happen. But it's always nice to just make sure. 0-0. Next up, again on the Monday, again at 6 p.m, and again on Sky, we have got Sheffield United taking on Everton. So Sheffield United are in 8th place, 1 point off 7th, 2 points off 6th. So again, I've said this already, promoted team have done fantastically well, pretty much doing a Wolves, looking like they are going to get Europa League football, and just 1 point off 7th place at the minute. 2 games to go. It'd be great to see them do it, to be fair, because what's not that to like about a team coming into the Premier League and having such a good run at it. Taking on Everton won't be easy. However, I've been saying this, Everton mid-table, Premier League next year, and don't have much to play for. anymore, to be fair, like a lot of the teams now around the mid-table. But Sheffield United do. They're playing at their home ground. The fans aren't there, but I think it still does make a bit of difference, and they are going to definitely want 3 points here. So I've backed them to a narrow 1-0 win. Moving on to the Tuesday night, it's 6 p.m. on Sky. We have got Watford taking on Man City. Watford sitting in 17th place, 3 points ahead of the relegation zone. Taking on Man City is not going to be easy. And as I say, it goes back to it. 2 games to go, 3 points ahead of the relegation zone. Again, I don't know what the goal difference is, but you're asking either Bournemouth or Aston Villa are supposed to win and draw their last 2 games. So even without Watford kicking a ball, 3 points could be enough. But any more points is going to help, and you don't really want to sit and rely on other teams, but playing Man City, who, as I've said, have been demolishing teams. I had to back Man City, really. Although Man City do have their FA Cup semi-final, so maybe they'll be a bit tired. I mean, this squad is so huge and they can basically rotate every player, so maybe not. Yeah, I've gone 3-0 Man City. Next up again on the Tuesday, but at 8:15 on Sky, we have got Aston Villa taking on Arsenal. So I mentioned it again, Aston Villa 19th place, 3 points off Watford, just outside the relegation zone. I've been saying it for ages, they've got to win. To be honest, if Aston Villa or Bournemouth can win both of their last 2 games, I mean, Aston Villa taking on Arsenal, you know, it's not an easy game at all, especially with an Arsenal who are wanting Europa League. Arsenal 2 points off 7th, 3 points off 6th, though it's still very much within their grasp. We've got 2 teams here who desperately need points. Can Aston Villa do it? I've backed Arsenal with a narrow 1-0 win. I don't know. It's been going on a long time now, and I've been saying every week. Well, it feels like every 3 days when I do these videos. You know, if they can just grab a win, if they can just do it, and it's so late now. I mean, if they can win their last 2 games, one against Arsenal, I don't know who the last game of the season is. You know, 1-0 Arsenal. Moving on to the Wednesday night, 6 o'clock Sky, Man U taking on West Ham. So Man U 5th place, joint points with Leicester, who are in 4th. And I think 1 point behind Chelsea in 3rd. So again, it's a team who needs the points. I spoke about this earlier. Well, Man U are the team outside the Champions League. You know, basically Chelsea and Leicester, if they win... Well, if Chelsea win their last 2 games, they've got Champions League. If Leicester win their last 2 games, they've got Champions League. You know, that's the thing. Man, you need to win the games and hope they lose points. I don't know what the goal difference is between Man U and Leicester. So maybe Man U need to keep scoring the goals. And they've been doing it, to be fair. Quite a few 3-0 wins. And yeah, so Man U are going to have to win against West Ham. And West Ham now 6 points clear of the relegation zone. Like Brighton, asking Watford to get a win, and for Aston Villa and Bournemouth to both win their last 2 games. I think 6 points isn't mathematically safe, but you know, I think it is. I've gone 2-0 Man U. I mean, West Ham are going to go for it again to just get that mathematical confirmation. Just a point on the board will 100% secure their place in the Premier League. And to be honest, by the end of today, if Aston Villa have lost against Arsenal, if Watford have lost against Man City, you know, they've got tough games here. Bournemouth against Southampton. It could well be that they're safe even if they lose against Man U, depending on the other scorelines. And as I say, Man U have been on great form. They want that Champions League spot. I think they'll probably win it. And finally, to finish things off, Wednesday, 8:15 on Sky, we have Liverpool taking on Chelsea. Liverpool, they've won the league. They did what they wanted to do. They're not going to get the 100-point mark. But, you know, it's still not bad winning the Premier League, is it? Not at all. And then we've got Chelsea, as I say, in 3rd place. 1 point ahead of Leicester and Man U. They are going to want to just keep winning every game. You know, it's not going to be easy against Liverpool. And I've gone 1-1. To be honest, I think I've just bottled it and sat on the fence. I did that a little bit. I did that with the... No, I didn't. I backed Liverpool to beat Arsenal. And Arsenal won. So I've just sat on the fence and gone 1-1. I think it could go either way. Liverpool don't really have that much to play for now. You know, they've done their job. They want to finish in style. They want to keep winning the games. The form since the return of football hasn't been great. And then Chelsea need to win. Because as I say, Man U are looking really good. Leicester, not so much. But 3 points to Chelsea would just keep them that step ahead of the other two. But as I say, I've gone 1-1. Should be a good game. And that is it, guys. So those are all of my predictions there for the 2 FA Cup semi-finals and all of the Premier League games as well. Be sure to get your predictions in down in the comments for all of these games. I've put them all in the description, so if it's easier, copy and paste them into a comment and add your scores. I will go through all of your predictions and make a note of them before the games kick off tonight. And then I will do it again tomorrow before the Bournemouth-Watford game at 2 o'clock. And I'll come back and do it again on Monday before the games kick off at 6 o'clock. So basically, we haven't got long to get predictions in when there's matches on every day of the week, which is why I'm basically saying, you know, if you missed the games today, don't worry, get them in for tomorrow and the rest of the week. Same if you're watching this on Monday, get them in for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday games. And as I say, I will be back on Thursday to shout out the winner of this video and do the predictions for the final week of Premier League football, final weekend of Premier League football. So thank you for watching. As always, drop a like if you're enjoying these videos. Be sure to subscribe and get your notifications on so you guys get a little alert when these prediction videos come out. As I say, the finale of the Premier League predictions will be on Thursday. Thursday lunchtime. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. Alright, thank you for watching, guys. As always, have a great weekend. Have a great week. And I'll see you on Thursday.